He is making his move to take the lead from Brandon Johnson. The laps are winding down, and as we come to the white flag, Johnson is fighting back against the three-time defending 525 champion. Last lap, and it's coming to the line. It's P.J. Wanderscheid just edging the 22 at the finish line.
You went from a few years ago where 5 guys can win to 15 can win now. You know, the field is really tightened up. Everybody's hole shots got better. Everybody's handling better. So it's really, you know, who's ever on their game that day and whoever, you know, it's in their cards that day to get a good hole shot and have a good sled. So, you know, anybody can win at this point. So it's a really competitive field.
Between rounds, Dustin Wahl will get a safety lap to see if the 74 Polaris can continue. You know there's no quit in the driver. Dustin ran the 525 last year with a broken hand. He wants a win here badly.
This one here ranks right there with the biggest races of the year. I mean, actually right now, I probably want to win this one more than any race, actually. You know, it's so close so many times, and, you know, it'd be just a total honor to get a win here, and hopefully this is the year.
Former world champions and past 525 champs P.J. Wanderscheid and Gary Moyle lead the field into the second round. It's a round-robin format. These heats will help set the field for the final. Green flies with Moyle and Wanderscheid out front on their Arctic Cats. Gary Moyle and P.J. Wanderscheid, not only among the winningest drivers around, they're among the best conditioned. Moyle leads the 28, with Spencer Groff third on the 97 Skidoo machine. Moyle's looking strong up front. Wanderscheid second, and Cardell Potter on the 58 Skidoo has taken over the third spot. Every position counts. Moyle and Wanderscheid put on a memorable battle in the World Championship final 1 year ago. PJ won that one, but Moyle leads here. There is no change in the order. It's Moyle, Wanderscheid, Potter in third, and Spencer Groff fourth. Gary Moyle won the Saturday final here 2 years ago in the 600 Open class. He wants to put his name in the books again. The laps are winding down, and it's Arctic Cat running 1-2 in this one. Gary Moyle takes the win over P.J. Wanderscheid, one of the many drivers who takes this race personally.
The whole group that puts on this race is passionate about it. I mean, more passionate than many other race groups. And the drivers are passionate about it because it is in the memory of a fallen racer.
It's a field of young guns in heat number 2. We're green with Ryan Niskern on the 616 Arctic Cat leading Travis McDonald, Nick Van Strydock, and Gunnar Stern off the line and through turns 1 and 2. Niskern leads. He's out of Marinette, Wisconsin, and won the last chance qualifying race to get into the World Championship final 1 week ago. Van Strydock runs second, Stern up to third. Ryan Niskern's out front, trying to hold off the world champion, and that's not going to happen. Nick Van Strydock with the move to take the lead. That number 13 Polaris is stout, and the champ is beginning to pull away from the field. Behind the leader, it's Niskern. Stern on the 220 Polaris. McDonald on the number 8 Skidoo. Trevor Fontaine runs 5th on the black number 3 Arctic Cat. 6th, Dustin Wahl on the 74 Polaris. Nick Van Strydock is less than a week removed from winning the World Championship. He is showing how it's done right here. For Dustin Wahl, frustration. The 74 machine not able to keep pace. The laps are winding down, and it's Van Strydock with the win and McDonald second at the finish. The world champ knows how big this event at this new facility is.
It means a lot. We never would have imagined this ever happening, and then they started talking about it, and we're like, oh, you know, it'd be so nice to get off the lake and have a flip facility, if you want to call it that. And here it is. It's one of the most beautiful racetracks we've ever raced on.
2010 world champ Matt Schultz leads the field into heat number 3. Green flies, and it's Brandon Johnson, the 22 Polaris, leading Schultz and Malcolm Chartier on the 38 and 32 Skidoo sleds, respectively. It's Johnson, Schultz, Chartier, and behind the top 3, the Skidoos of Joel Diamond and 2-time world champion Brian Busick, the number 39. Brandon Johnson won the champ final here in 08. Schultz is a 2-time Wausau 525 winner on Saturday in 600 Open. They lead Chartier on the 33. The running order up front is holding steady. Brandon Johnson, Matt Schultz, Malcolm Chartier. Then in fourth, Joel Diamond on the 02. Trouble for Matt Ritchie, the 355 and a spin in turn 2. No red flag, and Schultz has taken the lead from Johnson. It's the 38 Skidoo up front and coming to the white flag. Matt Schultz broke in the first round, but he'll come back strong with a checkered flag in round number 2. The former world champ gunning for a big win in his hometown.
It means a lot to us and Al and everyone on the crew. They were all real close to Flip. You know, when Al was racing, Flip and them were real close buddies. It'd mean a lot, you know, to get a win here on Sunday.
We're ready to go in round 3. Schultz and Joel Diamond in this one, along with Nick Van Stridonk. We're green. It's Schultz leading the 13 Polaris and the 02 Skidoo off the start and through the corner. Matt Schultz is gunning for back-to-back heat race wins. He leads Diamond. Trevor Fontaine on the number 3 Arctic Cat and Van Stridonk as we complete lap 1. You know Matt Schultz wants to get it done in front of the home crowd. And here comes Van Stridonk. The world champ now second with Diamond running third. Matt Schultz is setting a blistering pace. Diamond's back up to second. And it's hard racing all through the field. Brad Bettine and Cardell Potter running 5th and 6th behind the leaders. Nick Van Stridonk is trying to fight his way to the front. Van Stridonk is going to take second from Joel Diamond. He is one of the smallest drivers in the sport, but he has a ton of heart. So does Matt Schultz. This Wausau driver, who looked up to the late Flip Merwin back when he was a young junior racer, takes the checkers in the first third-round heat.
Flip, he was just a great guy. I mean, he would give the shirt off his back to anyone and help out anyone, and you know what I mean? He just brought a lot of fun to the sport, you know? He was the kind of guy that showed up and raced and wanted to win, but yet he wanted to have fun, you know, and took a little bit of seriousness out of it, you know, and just enjoyed racing, enjoyed life, and that's what it's all about.
The Young Guns will challenge the defending champ in heat number 2. Bruce Majeski throws the green, and it's 18-year-old Travis McDonald on the number 8 Skidoo leading 4-time world champion PJ Wanderscheid off the line and through the corner. And trouble for the 616. Ryan Niskern is out of this one right away. Tough break for him. Up front, it's Wanderscheid, McDonald, Spencer Groff on the 97 Skidoo, and Dustin Wahl on the 74 Polaris. PJ Wanderscheid's run of success here in Wausau is remarkable. He has won the Sunday final 3 straight years, in addition to his 4 Eagle River World Championships. McDonald runs second. He's coming off a hard crash in Eagle River a week ago, but you would never know it by this young driver's performance. PJ Wanderscheid is getting it done, holding off McDonald. Spencer Groff runs third, with Dustin Wahl soldiering on in 4th place. The laps are winding down, and time to make a move is running short. PJ Wanderscheid has the field covered in this one. He will take his second checkered flag on the day, and the champ will tell you this field is as tough as any.
Definitely to win here 3 years in a row is really an honor. I've always said I wanted to win this race, and lucky enough to do it 3 times, and maybe this year we can make it 4.
More fast sleds in this third and final heat. We're green, and it's the green, white, and black Arctic Cat of Gary Moyle first off the line, with some very fast company in this one. It's Moyle on the Cat, the 22 Polaris of Brandon Johnson, and the 33 Skidoo of Malcolm Chartier running up front. This is a tough crowd to try to run with. Running 4th, right behind the leaders, is the 747 Polaris of 17-year-old Jordan Wahl. This young racer, a World Championship finalist. Up front, Gary Moyle is gunning for 3 wins in 3 rounds of heats. Johnson and Chartier in 2nd and 3rd want to have something to say about that. But Moyle was first off the line, and he has been first all day long on that number 66 machine. The 2-time former world champion is flying on the ice oval. But it's a different story for another 2-time champ. Brian Busick runs 5th, his sled damaged in the very first round. It is a lightning fast pace, and no one has anything for Gary Moyle in this one. He will take the win and go 3 for 3 in the Pro Champ heat. Moyle's history with the late Flip Merwin, a big motivator here.
Flip was a great guy, and he was a great guy for the sport of ice oval track racing. He was friends with pretty much everybody. He was a regular socialite, and he always had a good time. And you know, to have a facility named after him and built for him is an unbelievable thing.
10 drivers are in the final from the heats. The 8 remaining will race for 2 spots in this last chance qualifying race. Green, and it's the 747 Polaris first off the line. Jordan Wahl leads Ryan Niskern on the 616 Arctic Cat through the corner. Jordan Wahl, the 17-year-old, will try to hold off Niskern and some fast competition. That is Dustin Wahl trying to race that 74 Polaris into the final after he sustained damage early in the day. The Wahl family has a proud history and a lot of success here. Terry Wahl swept the 525 finals in 05 and again in 07. Brandon Johnson won on Sunday in 08. Dustin Wahl has been close. Now he's got to fight just to get in. Jordan Wahl and Ryan Niskern both raced in the World Championship final 6 days ago. This is no fluke. Up to third now, it's Trevor Fontaine, the number 3 Arctic Cat, right there in the mix. During the course of the day, we've heard drivers talk about the competition level in Pro Champ racing. We are seeing it now. Fontaine in third leads the Polaris sleds of Dustin Wahl and Woodruff, Wisconsin's Brad Bettine on the 20. But these drivers are running out of time. Jordan Wahl has led every lap. Ryan Niskern knows he's in the final transfer spot. His day started with a hard trip into the bales, but Jordan Wahl's going to lead Niskern into the final with a win in the LCQ. The 747 getting noticed. And there's a story behind that number.
I don't know, I just wanted a little bit of Dustin and David and Terry, so I just kind of combined their numbers. Try to be half as fast as them.
Throughout the day, plows and sweepers take to the track. Their mission is to give these world-class drivers the best and safest racing surface possible. From day one, the effort of these volunteers has been a big part of the Wausau 525.
I definitely would like to thank the volunteers and all the track builders, even the people that are plowing the snow off the track, to keep it safe for us. I appreciate it a lot. You can tell by all the work that they put here that there wasn't just one guy that did all this, and it was many hours from many different people, to put something like this together, and it's very much appreciated.
We're going to check out action from the Outlaws. The Outlaw 600 final coming your way with a rolling start. And keep an eye on the number 66 Arctic Cat. That's Nick Dolezal out of Eel River, Wisconsin. He's a former World Championship qualifier and had a lot of success on stock sleds. Dolezal's out front of the field in the 66. Rich Bickle will move the 45 into second spot. Dolezal's got a ton of snowmobile racing experience. Rich Bickle has raced stock cars at Daytona, at Indianapolis, and now runs second in this new snowmobile class at Wausau. This class is brand new, but Dolezal and Bickle battled hard at the World Championships, with Dolezal the winner. Behind the leaders, it's Bo Van Stridonk and Joe Schneider running third and fourth. Chuck Decker, the 1987 World Champ, another giving the Outlaw 600s a go here. Watch the leaders. You see these machines race a lot differently from a traditional snowmobile. And everyone is learning on every lap. The first prototype Outlaw came out less than a year ago. The battle behind the leaders is Joe Schneider in the 1 and Chuck Decker in the 04. The former world champ makes the pass, and two very different lines come together in turn 1. But everyone keeps going as Steve Henke gets by. Up front, it's all Nick Dolezal, winning the first ever Wausau 525 Outlaw 600 final.
It's really great. The Outlaw class is something new, and they're really trying to push it and make it into something bigger. And to be fast and win here at the first event that Ralph put on is great.
We are ready to rock in the Saturday Pro Champ final. 10 sleds on the front row, 2 from the last chance race in the back. The start is huge, and it's Matt Schultz, the 38 Skidoo, first off the line, leading Brandon Johnson and Gary Moyle into the corner. This is going to be good. Schultz, the hometown driver, leading Moyle, the 2-time world champ, undefeated on the day. And look at PJ Wanderscheid on the 28, right there in the fight. These drivers are world champions. They show up expecting to contend for the win. 3 of the very best in the game right here. Matt Schultz leads, and we'll take a look back through the field. You can see the visibility gets tougher when you're back in the pack. These sleds throwing up snow dust and ice chips. Matt Schultz has the view you want. Out front ahead of Moyle and Wanderscheid. The Skidoo leading the Arctic Cats. It is going to be tough for anyone to come out of the pack and challenge the leaders. But here comes Nick Van Stridonk, the world champ, taking 4th place from Brandon Johnson. Up front, Schultz sets the pace. Moyle holds down second, and Wanderscheid is right there in third. These 15 laps will go by very fast, and if Matt Schultz can hold on, this will be a very popular win in Wausau. He is the hometown favorite. We're halfway through, and while the field is spread out, there is hard racing all the way through. It was tough just to make this race. We have had 3 world champions up front, setting the pace the whole race. Now you can make it 4. Nick Van Str